Traveling to any new destination can definitely come with a learning curve, and Las Vegas is no exception. There are pitfalls and problems and things that I do not want you to run into on your trips. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 20 dumb rookie mistakes that you can avoid when traveling to Las Vegas. Whether this is your 100th trip or the first time you're coming here, I have some advice you may have never heard before. We better get started. The first mistake you guys can make can happen before you've even left the airport. This is a huge tip, which is why we're putting it first, because things have really changed when it comes to getting transportation from the airport to your hotel. These days, the cabs have a set rate and they can't long haul you. And with big conventions and things going on, sometimes the Ubers and Lyfts surge like crazy. I'm gonna link below the zones for the taxis. The cheapest is $19, the most expensive is $27. Then when you get here to Las Vegas Airport, pull out your phones, compare Uber and Lyft because they're always different price points and you'll save a couple bucks that way. But are they more expensive than a cab? If it's gonna be more expensive, you're better off taking a cab. They're right down below and it's less busy and you'll save a little more money. So, the Uber pickup is way too crowded or it's gonna take too long or it's super expensive, so you're gonna take a cab. You need to make sure that you brought a little bit of cash in your wallet because cabs charge a credit and debit card fee, which ups the price of the cabs. Always have a little bit of cash on hand in case you want to do that. Don't waste any money on stupid fees. This one is just a personal pet peeve of mine, but it is do not push these spinning doors. It's an automatic door with a sensor. If it feels like you're stuck to the door, it's gonna stop for safety reasons. I see people pushing and pushing on it, and you're just making it stop for longer. So keep your hands off the spinning doors, and you can get out the door faster. That just drives me nuts. My seasoned gamblers are gonna chuckle at this next tip, and you'll have to comment below because I'm sure you've done this one too. And that is not knowing the denomination on the slot machine before you push play. One of the worst examples is definitely here at the Bellagio. We're just right off the casino floor by the elevators to the rooms, not in the high limit room, but all of these are high denomination machines. This specific one here on one of our first trips, we came down, put $100 in, and thought we were betting $8. It turns out we were betting $80 in one spin. That's because this is a 10-cent denomination. So a denomination means it's going to be the bet level times the denomination. If you're new to gambling, you're gonna wanna look for a 1-cent machine to start, just so you know what level you are betting at. This is something I really want you guys to avoid because I don't want you to spend your entire gambling bankroll on one spin because you weren't paying attention. So always check what the denomination level is. One of my favorite tips for you guys is to get your morning cup of joe without the headache and wait. Here at the Bellagio, the Starbucks line in the morning can be outrageous, and that is pretty much the case at every hotel on Strip. You do not have to wait in that line, my friends. Head to the sports book or the center bar. Early in the morning, they're gonna brew fresh, hot coffee. Not only that, it's gonna be cheaper if you go buy it here. Don't get stuck waiting in the line for Starbucks. Just use this hack, it's one of my favorites. Talk about jaywalking in Vegas. It's kind of common and it is a big no-no, you guys. I'm standing right outside of Paris and right here in this walkway is notorious for this. One person starts going when the light is red and everybody follows. Unfortunately, this is a busy traffic area and cars will be flying in and out of here. It's very dangerous. You should never be in the medians or not in a crosswalk. If you get caught doing that, you guys, there is a huge fine. Another big mistake you can make in Las Vegas is not realizing how big the portions are and ordering too much food. We're here at Bang Bar at the Cosmopolitan. We got their chicken rice bowl. It's delicious. It's 15 bucks and completely shareable. We're just splitting it between the two of us and we're both gonna be satisfied. I recommend you under order food. You can always grab another snack later, but it's hot and trust me, you're not gonna be able to eat as much as you think you can. My next tip, you guys, please make sure you are fully locking the door of your room. Anyone could get up here. You don't need a key card to be up on the floors. We have had security guards tell us that there are people that wait in the stairwells or in hallways specifically for the reason of trying to check people's doors to see if they've left it unlocked. So don't let that be you. Along with making sure your door is shut, please use your in-room safe. It's there for a reason. They're large enough for your laptop, your jewelry, and your gambling money. You don't want anyone to be able to get into your room, and if they do get into your room, you want all your valuables in your safe. That's what it's there for. So this next mistake may seem like total common sense to some of you guys, but just a few days ago, I saw some unwitting tourists trying to hail a cab in the middle of the street. Here in Las Vegas on the Strip, cabs cannot stop to pick people up or drop them off for any reason. There's no reason cars should be stopping in the middle of the road. So if you do want to hail a cab, it's really easy. They're going to be right out front and they can drop you off right out front. With Uber, the rules are totally different. It's going to be a designated area. Sometimes there are more than one in a hotel, like here at Caesars, and they can be in really odd places. Bellagio's is underground right out front. MGM's is just in a parking garage somewhere. So be prepared, ask ahead so you know where to get picked up and where you might be getting dropped off. In my scams and ripoffs video, which you guys need to check out if you haven't seen already, I talk about not taking anything from anyone off the street, pretending it's free when it's probably not. But let's take it a step further. If a busker or a salesperson is really aggressive with you and you really want to get them to go away, just tell them you're a local. Most of the time, they're going to go off and mind their business. So we talked about splitting meals, but what about splitting shots? Outside bars are absolutely notorious for this. This is a Vegas bomb. It's one of my favorite shots, and this is easily splittable. It was also 20 bucks, so ask for an extra cup and split between two people and drink responsibly. Don't pay for such an expensive shot and then drink more alcohol than you are intending. Just share. Sharing is caring. You may walk out of your hotel room and say, oh look, I can see the Resorts World from here. Let's head that way. In reality, it could take you about 45 minutes to walk it. Everything is further away than you think it is. The Strip doesn't seem as large, but trust me, trying to walk from one end to the other would take you hours. If you are gonna be walking Strip, you need sunscreen, you need good shoes. But if you're all dressed up and you're going out for a night on the town, you may want to consider taking an Uber or a cab if you're going to be going further than just one or two properties over. Just trust me, the buildings are huge and they are far to get to. One thing I want you guys to make sure you take advantage of is walking through the hotels. This is a perfect example right here. I'm outside of the Cosmopolitan. We could keep walking straight that way on the street and then walk up these horrible flights of stairs to continue to the Crystal shops. Don't do that. Walk into the Cosmo, go up a nice escalator, and bam, you're popped out right there at the Crystal shops. You're walking in air conditioning, you're out of the sun, and a lot of the times it's faster. Make sure you're taking advantage of that and use the walkways inside when you can. One big mistake that rookies make is not taking advantage of the free trams. We're inside the Bellagio right now. This tram will take you all the way to Park MGM. And there's another tram right at Excalibur that'll take you all the way to Mandalay Bay. You can get almost all the way across the Strip without having to pay anything and saving your feet. So make sure you know about these and use them. One thing I get asked a lot about by newbies is security deposits. When you check into a hotel, they're gonna put a code on your card. This is used for incidentals if you were to trash something in the hotel or steal something. That will not be released until you check out. And that rate really fluctuates. I've seen them as low as $25 and as much as $150 to $200. I don't want you to overdraw your credit cards or go over your limit because you didn't know that they had this hold on your room. So in my video about scams and ripoffs in Las Vegas, I stated that I didn't think resort fees are a scam. And that is a pretty unpopular opinion. Generally speaking, about 99% of the time, the advertised rate of a hotel price is not including their taxes and resort fees. If you're booking direct, they usually have it listed right at the bottom of the page. But if you're not booking direct or you're booking some sort of package, I want you to call and double check that the resort fee is in that price. There are some options for you if you really don't want to deal with resort fees. Casino Royale doesn't charge them. TI, you can opt out of them. Sahara sometimes runs specials where they don't charge a resort fee, and Four Queens Downtown doesn't charge them. As much as people hate resort fees and they're a pain, just know that they exist and be aware that you're probably paying one. Tipping here in America can be really nuanced, and people have really strong opinions about it. But let me give you a few general guidelines. If you're out to eat at a sit-down restaurant, 20% is what I normally tip. When it comes to gambling on the casino floor and you want to tip for a drink, general wisdom suggests tipping what you're betting with the threshold of a minimum of $2 per drink. But if you're betting $5 on a slot machine, you should be tipping your server $5 for a drink. Other places that you're going to want to tip: if Bell Services did take your luggage, you're going to want to tip them when they bring your bags up. At a valet, it is customary to tip. Tipping is generally optional, but just know it is pretty much the standard, and this is a tipping town. One other mistake you guys can make is touching anything in the mini fridge. And I mean moving anything out of the way to put your things in or trying to stack your stuff on top. The mini fridges and the shelves above them are on a weighted sensor, and if they feel anything move, you're gonna get charged. If you accidentally touch something and you did get a charge, just go down to the front desk and let them know that you didn't actually remove anything, and they can take that charge off of your bill. Another mistake you can make is bringing too much stuff with you to the pool and not being prepared with what you're gonna do with your stuff. I am gonna link below one of these on Amazon. This is a waterproof phone case. You can put the most important things in here and bring them with you in the pool. Seriously, you guys, you don't wanna leave your phone and your hotel room key behind on your chairs and have to worry about them, so just buy one of these and bring it with you, and then you don't have any worries while you enjoy your swimming. Well, you guys, those are 20 dumb mistakes that you can avoid when you're coming to Las Vegas. If you've done one or two of these, don't feel too bad. They're not totally common sense, and I know we've made a few as well. Comment below some mistakes you've made in Las Vegas to help other people avoid them too. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.